Start streaming. See what the chat has to say today. Excellent connection, it says. What's good? It's good, everyone, and welcome back to the Dope Check pre-show, episode number 435, and it's Championship Saturday. We've got 4 days on our hands. Yeah, sorry, delay. We were 1 minute delayed, but it's only because I saw your name in the chat, so it is what it is. Gentlemen, welcome. It was a cinema of a day yesterday, I'll be honest. All sorts going on. We had big teams getting eliminated from the tournament, and today we've got 4 more games. 4 games in the winners bracket. And at the end of today, we will have 4 teams left in the tournament, 4 more elimination games. What's good, Josh? Welcome back. Called it with Omid. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Trey is here. How you doing, Trey? You sleeping well? Yeah. Come on. Not bad. It's beautiful. What a day. Oh, yeah. Trey. All right. Hang on. Yeah. Trey can't get heard. I fucked that up.
You're killing me, man.
I know. Yeah. You're back now. Trey said that he went to bed nice and early, 7 a.m. He got up. He was going to go back to sleep at 12 and then at midday. And then it didn't happen. So he's awake. That's the story.
Pretty
much. Story.
Pretty
yeah, apologies for that stream. But we're back. We're back. You know how it is. I'm also kind of tired, but it's all good. It's a big day for me. Got up, made a couple of videos, watched the sprint race for the F1, made a little short, sent it to our beanie so we can edit it. Doing a little pre-show. In an hour's time is the start of the matches, also start of F1 qualifying. So I'll be watching that. Then I've got to make a video on that. And then I want to leave here by like 4:45 because I've got this swimming competition that starts at 5:30 down in Stockport, which is like a 30-minute drive. That's this evening. Try and be fast tonight. Come back. Chinese, crash. Chinese or KFC, one of the two. I don't know what I'm going to eat.
You talk, what Chinese talk about? Talk about the wok.
Oh my god, the Dream Walk. Wow. Yeah. But I looked it up right on the map, and Dream Walk is like halfway between where I'm swimming and my house. So I'm thinking a little stop off on the way back. Like I finish the race, get on the phone, put in the order at the wok, and then just pick up on the way back. That's my strategy. It's going to go insane. KFC used to be like when I used to swim back in the day. That used to be the post-competition meal. Would be you would hit KFC, and Dad would just buy a bargain bucket, like 16-piece bargain bucket or something. Whatever you used to get back in the day, 14-piece bargain bucket. I don't know, something like that. That and a load of chips and barbecue sauce. Bang! That's a good meal. Okay, gentlemen, it's a pleasure. Thanks to PrizePicks supporting the content over the weekends. They've been doing a great job. If you guys want to get involved, feel free, use the link, the description box below, use code Breaking Point. Claim your $50 in your first $5 pick, download the app, use code Breaking Point, prizepicks.gg.com, whatever. You guys know the vibe. Okay, Optic Simp, is it happening? No, it's not happening. But you never know. We've got a lot to talk about. Firstly, Matt says, thoughts on the HCS? Actually, Theory says, when does the first match start? In an hour's time. I mean, an hour plus they've got to walk out and say hello and whatever. You know how it goes.
What's the delays? So probably like an hour and a half.
So it's what it is. Yeah, Dime Minister, the swimming comp is down at Stockport at the Grand Central pool or whatever. I don't know. Never been there before. But looks pretty good fun. So HCS, we'll go there just quickly. So they confirmed yesterday that Halo, they're chalking it up. They've done it again, Trey. They do this every couple of years. And they say, this guy Tashi, who kind of runs the show over there, he says it's cooked and we're not returning. He basically just writes a load of words and says, I think there's going to be some other tournament organizers running stuff, but when it comes to the official Halo Championship Series, it's not going to be a thing. And this is particularly interesting because It makes it clear that this is the final World Championship for Halo Infinite. It makes it clear to lots of the Halo players that maybe they need to think about a future, especially when we've got the likes of Legends, one of the best players in Halo right now. He was tweeting out, free agent for Black Ops 7, let me know. So, pretty interesting. This guy's one of the best Halo players, incredibly individually talented. He was actually playing some 2v2 Charles last night against Illy. So, I don't know what you think this means, Trey, but we could have quite a few players trying to make their way over next season into the league. We've seen what Frosty did when he came over. We know what Shotzi's done, what Neptune's done, among others. Formal, Crimsix, Hook, whatever, you name it.
I mean, end of the day, rest in peace, Halo, because
it lasted longer than I thought it would, respectfully.
Listen, Halo doesn't get the love it deserves. It's actually a really fun game to watch and play, and they're really skilled players at it. Like, it's fun to watch and play.
It's so competitive, like Halo. It's
you watch Shotzi, you watch Formal on it. It's like really fun to play. It just didn't have the love, which, you know, they're gonna come over to COD and realize COD ain't all green.
Yeah,
over
the
here,
grass ain't always greener. Yeah,
yeah.
But at least
you know,
there is a series. So
yeah, there is. Do I think every Halo player can come over and compete? No. But do I think the best can? Like, you know, all of the Optic boys? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could see, like Matt said, we could see Formal retire.
He probably will call it a day because he doesn't want to come back to COD. He'll call it a day for a year and then they'll drop a new Halo and then he'll come back or something. I don't know.
Bro, he lived like one of the greatest careers ever of just being like, I don't want to scrim every day on COD. Like, I would rather play like a couple of maps on Halo and just
they scrim like once a day on Halo. They take it pretty chill.
Yeah, legit. Like, he was just like, yeah, well, I'm not really feeling it. Like, I'm just gonna Halo's mad cool, and I'll just hop on for one day for 2 hours to scrim, and then that's it.
Basically, Run Enable, they're chalking it up. There's an article that says 2026 we'll be supporting events with prize pool and player travel, but we're not running a league, basically. So there's going to be tournaments still happening through third-party organizers, and Halo and like Microsoft are going to support that, but there's not going to be an official championship. And it will happen, they say, but it won't be next year. So imagine that happening in COD, like, it'd be so cooked. I mean, it wouldn't probably happen, but also Microsoft do run the same show over there. Question is, I guess, like, will the Halo pros that want to come over, will they go to challenges, or will some of them get picked up straight away? Because someone like Legend, so talented that, you know, when Billy Mental came in, and he wasn't very good at COD, but he got picked up straight away because he was like the greatest Gears of War player ever, and he went straight onto LG.
I'm gonna say this though, like, Gears is just not an FPS.
Yeah, Gears is a bit different. Like, obviously it's mechanical skill, but it is, yeah.
Like, Gears ain't an FPS. Let's be honest. It's, you know.
For
anyone thinking that was gonna translate, was like a little. It's like me playing World of Warcraft and just be like, yeah, I'm fucking mint on this, man. Let me pull up. Like it's got movement, but like Gears and COD are not the same. Whereas Halo and COD, you know, kind of similar in a way. At least it's a first-person shooter, for fuck's sake.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, pretty much, like, not all of the Halo pros that tried to make it made it, but the Halo pros that did make it are some of the best players ever. So
yeah,
it's pretty. Oh yeah, that's right. Mental went to Halo. I forgot about that. Yeah, so he did pretty. That's a good point. Like, he did pretty well. The thing is, in COD, he came to COD and he got thrown into LAG and he wasn't very good, and then that was kind of it. But with a bit more time, he could have done okay. I mean, Frosty has been
maybe the Halo. Maybe with Halo, but listen, COD's a different ball game, bro.
BO7
like, it really is.
Halo Pro as well.
Well, we don't know what BO7 is. You know?
Nah, you're right.
You gotta see what it's like.
I mean, if it's like anything like this game, they're probably chilling because Hook, Neptune, you know.
I don't think, like, sometimes yes, sometimes no, but this game is so fast paced and like hard. Like, you gotta understand, like, hardpoint. A lot of players find it hard to adapt to hardpoint. Like you even think about like normal pros right now, they find it hard to adapt to this game on Hardpoint.
Yeah, you're right. All right, welcome everyone. We've got about 600 people in here. We've got like 20 likes, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you guys fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk FaZe. I know people want to talk about FaZe. So here it is, the Omit team. We've got Mac and Vivid, what a duo. And then Craze and Mumba. Mumba it is Boots, what a guy. Absolutely.
You're fucking with that. You're fucking with that.
I fuck with that heavy, yeah, I actually do. So they come in here, they bottle it bad day one against FaZe, and then they get their revenge, and they take him down. I mean, what a roller coaster, right? Like Simp had never placed top 12 in his career, right? 7-year career, never bombed out dead last, and then picks up his worst placement of the year, pretty much in like 2 back-to-back tournaments, and they get knocked out by a challengers team. And yeah, damn good challengers team. But Mac drops a 1.4 on their heads. Simp has a 0.85. You know, I want to look at some of the hill time here. 83 seconds for Simp. 42 seconds. To be fair, the final map, they all got slammed, so you can't really look at that too much. But, you know, Simp with a 0.6 in his final map to bow out of the tournament. I know that Benjo was looking at this, looking at his event stats. These are his event stats this year. Major 1, 1.07. Major 2, 1.06. Major 3, 1.08. Major 4, 1.21 for Simp. Champs, 0.8. EWC, 0.9. So, something fell off at the end of the season. It doesn't feel like they really wanted to play together. It doesn't feel like the chemistry was really there at all. I think you could tell from the first day of this tournament that they were not making it very deep. And they didn't even make it out of the groups. So it's a pretty wild time for like the team that's been so dominant in the CDL era to kind of go out like this with a bit of a whimper really at the end of the season. But at the end of the day, when you've got a team and a trio that was together that long and so successful, like eventually the chemistry, eventually things are going to fall apart, right? Like nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, I mean, how long have these motherfuckers been teaming for? You know, like it's tippable. Something had to crack at the end of the day.
End of 2019, right? So
yeah, something had to go, and yeah, pretty much it was just like it's just the way it is. They were dominant for so long, but you know, like you said about Benjay's video, you know, apparently Sell and Draz are free agents.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we see a lot of rumors right now as Abizi is going to Falcons too. So like maybe we see it all just blow up. Maybe Simp and Cell go as a team of 2. Or Simp and Cell. There's a lot of things speculating right now, and I think a lot of things are going to happen pretty quickly. Because Falcons don't want to let anyone slip up right now. So like Falcons could pick up Abizi straight away. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see. FaZe, one of the most dominant teams we've seen in the league, but as you said, Rab, as well, like they could have done so much more. The amount of second place finishes they have is insane.
Yeah, they have like 14 second places and 11 chips or something like that.
Yeah, and like we're gonna see today as well, Optic versus Thieves, like that could shake up a bunch of things too. Because if Optic beat Thieves, then fuck me, like we're in for one of the greatest Rostermanias again of all time.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think today's series gets real tasty because if Optic lose, realistically, they've lost to a team that might go on to win the tournament anyway, have won 2 events this year, have insane individual talent still on that Thieves roster. So Optic might just say, well, look, we've got on this incredible run in the last few weeks. If we lose today to Thieves, it is what it is. It doesn't signify we need to do anything, which may be their take. But if Thieves lose, then they have to recognize that they're clearly nowhere near good enough. And they've just bombed out top 8 in the 2 biggest tournaments of the year, at least in terms of prize pool, whatever you think about EWC. But it has been a banger tournament so far, to be fair. So that's the thing for Thieves. Like if they do lose today, Trey, yeah, as you say, FaZe obviously are going to do something, and Thieves might. Even if Thieves win today, I wouldn't totally rule it out, just depending on how that team feels internally about things. Like whenever the FaZe guys are potentially on the market, it's a big question, right? And So we think that Cell and Draz are free agents. They can simply walk away, or they could potentially stay, but they'd have to be re-signed. Abizi has been linked to Falcons for a little while. There's a rumor that they wanted him, so we'll see if that happens. Obviously if Falcons wanted him, they can buy him out of that contract, no sweat. And then Simp is, what does Simp do, right? Like, does he end up staying? Does he go to some other team? Could he go to Thieves? Could he go to Optic? Because he's not really going to go to anywhere else other than that. And if he doesn't go to those teams, then FaZe have to rebuild around Simp, but they're not going to be able to rebuild, the level of team that they've got now, because they're just not going to be able to attract that type of talent from the other top teams who are probably paying more than they are. Like, FaZe could go and look at some of the Surge guys, maybe some of the Miami guys. Maybe they pick up Legend from Halo and hope he's godlike. But, Simp's going to be in an interesting spot here, given he's under contract and his whole team might just disappear.
I think FaZe have one very, very good trick up their sleeve about why people would want to join them, and that's because Simp's still on the roster. Like, yeah, Simp's had a bad end to the year, but everyone's still gonna want a team with Simp. Everyone. It's like anyone would love to team with anyone on that FaZe team, let's be honest. And like Thieves, if they lose today, like, bro, we could see, like, maybe if Abizi doesn't go Falcons, we could see Abizi and Hydra teaming. Anything could happen.
I agree. Even like selling him, it's a really interesting question with him, because if free agent, he can go, like, he can walk away. Like, do Falcons go and get Cell as well? What does Abizi think about that? What does Pred think about that? I don't know. It'd be very interesting. But I think that's something that they should... Man, imagine Cell and Pred on the same team would be seeing kill haul out of this world. They would have so many kills on the map. Exnid would be in hell. So I don't know if that's the play, but it is interesting, for sure. Because I think this is like an Octane retires type situation where we could see all four of these guys on 4 different teams next season. Not guaranteed, but like I don't see more than 2 of them on the same team, for sure.
Yeah, it's like I went on the flank yesterday. Yeah, I was there.
Oh, yeah.
I was on the flank. Yeah,
I saw it.
Main guy yesterday, main guy.
I saw a comment says, you've got to bring Trey on permanently. I read the comments. I don't think Zuma's got the bread for that.
You guys might have to be in a bidding war. I'm not going to lie. We're looking serious out here. Listen, I think end of the day, I compared this trio to like a relationship. Sometimes you just fall out of love. Sometimes you just be together too long and you fall out of love, and I think that's what's happened to this trio, and including Draza too. When you watch them play now, there's no team cohesion. There's no, even the comms are bad. They used to get away with it before, but now they just got exposed heavily. But end of the day, they've had a good run. I think Draz needs a little bit more respect thrown on his name too. I think everyone on this team has had a bad end to the season, but I don't think it actually means anything towards their personal careers. I think they're all still unbelievable players, and next year you're probably going to see them all on different teams, which kind of makes it better for the league because we get to see, more spread out talent. Also, don't even think about talking about expansion. I keep seeing about expansion. That's what everyone was saying yesterday on the flank. Like, oh, we just need expansion. We need more teams. Motherfucker, we've been saying that since goddamn MW 2019. There ain't no goddamn expansion. We just got to deal with it, and that's how it is.
Yeah, unfortunate reality. Draz has not been great towards the end of the season, certainly at the big tournaments, but his numbers really at Champs and EWC are no worse than Simps. I think Draz has been solid enough. Like, he's not going to struggle to get on a good team next year. People still want to play with him. He's the type of player that a lot of teams need. Like, he's got the right attitude about a lot of things. So, I think he he'll take the time. Unfortunately, he's got to swallow a bit of pride after comments that were made about Optic and all of this. And Dashi was, of course, firing back last night. Well, maybe we can have a look at that tweet real quick because I've got it ready to go.
Guys, I understand we need expansion. I'm not saying we don't, but we're not getting expansion. That's just bottom line. If we were gonna get expansion, it would have happened like 3 years ago. You think Call of Duty gives a fuck about Halo dying? Call of Duty's got to sort themselves out before they die.
Yeah, it's a bit concerning, the whole Halo thing. As we say, like, it could be good on some level, but mainly it's a bit concerning because...
Very concerning because COD ain't that far behind viewership-wise in terms of, like,
exactly.
You know,
Microsoft run the show
like
in both departments, right? So, yeah, it is what it is. Always take the Optic offer, buddy. Yeah, I think this is my personal opinion. I think Draz is going to have a career redemption arc where the community starts to like him more and more as time goes on. What do you think about that, Trey? Because right now is like the peak of Draz hate, right? Because he just got clowned on because he was like, I'm going to join FaZe over Optic because I'm going to win more money. It didn't happen. FU Draz a chance in the stands, and FaZe now just got knocked out of the tournament. Looks bad for Draz. Now he's probably going to leave, join some other team. So this is the peak of people clowning on Draz are bad. But I think as time goes on, it's going to turn around, and people are going to start giving Draz a bit more respect. But we'll see about that.
I don't know, I think people respect him. I just feel like it's in so deep.
Yeah, it's not going to change quickly if it does. He'd have to be around for at least another 5 years.
It's a meme for everyone to just jump on board with now.
I just see so many people clowning him so bad, and I'm like, well, it's not really totally.
I will say it is boring sometimes, though. You know, like the guy's not even playing in this, so FU Draz a chance. It
was FU Draz a chance at a Halo tournament. He wasn't even there.
That's what I'm saying.
He's living rent free.
So I don't know. Like I said, we you know, he don't like us, but you know, I'll still stick up for, you know.
I respect him as a competitor, you know.
I mean, he don't like us, which is cool, but I'll still stick up for him.
Yeah, I agree. I think he gets overhated generally, but it's interesting. I like players like Draz because they're just divisive, right? That's if a player is not divisive and nobody cares, then get him out of the league as far as I'm concerned. Boring. So yeah,
He's got a personality.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's more than many.
We ain't got no personality in this goddamn league no more. We're AI robots.
Yeah, NPCs. Dashi says, "What have I done?" Which is pretty funny. Taking a piss out of what Draz had to say earlier this season. As we know, Draz's reign as CEO of Optic comes to an end. It was pretty good reign. There was also a pretty funny tweet. So I forget who pointed this out to me this morning, but thank you to Catalyst for sending it my way. This is a tweet coming out of Fire. And so, of course, Fire, what a result for 5 Fears. They got the job done. They took down G2. Horrific from them. Deserved to get clowned so bad. And then they took down Cloud9. So Exceed, Hixie, Fire, Capsidal make it to bracket. And Fire says, Ben J and One Thumb on the flank calling me awful is comedy. They're the problem with what's wrong with the league and why it's gatekept, he says, and then he deletes it. Good tweet?
Well, for starters, you know, SOB. If you're going to say something like that, keep it up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you're gonna go out there,
up, you know what I'm saying? Wait for them to wake up.
If you're gonna go out there and say this type of shit, Fire, you just got SOB, and then guess what? You go on there, you have a little debate, and everything's sorted. All right, you can't tweet it, delete it, and then think, oh shit's sweet, because it ain't sweet no more. You're on Ben J's bad books right now.
Damn right. You don't want to be in Ben J's bad books. That's the man.
I mean, I also don't, I do believe the league is gatekept, but I don't believe it's gatekept by Benjay and Enable.
Enable, yeah. I know, like,
Yeah.
you think Benjay's the reason why he wasn't picked up for the last few years?
I don't think Benjay is gatekeeping a league. Maybe people listen to their opinions a bit too much. That's not in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not in the league, so maybe I just couldn't imagine a day where a coach is like, "Listen, Benjay thinks fire is dog shit." All right, so
We ain't picking this guy up.
If Benjay thinks he's ass, he's gotta be ass because he's not joining my team.
Yeah, Benjay's our GM. Ben the gatekeeper.
Yeah, that's my point. If I was like, damn, Benjay thinks I'm ass, I'm never getting a spot. Like, Benjay's the be-all, end-all if you make the league.
So what I find kind of funny about this is because Fi did another tweet, and he kept this one up. GG Cecina, we're in the bracket. Feels amazing to show people how much I've improved. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. He's even saying it himself. He's improved a lot. He put in the work, right? Like, he got clowned a couple years ago when he was in the league in Cold War when he wasn't very good. People called him 5.40, and it didn't go to plan. And then he literally admits that he's improved a lot, and he's able to show that on the stage now and pick up a big result. So I'm like, it's not necessarily Benjay's gatekept the league, has it? Like, he just wasn't good enough when he got his chance before, and maybe now he's good enough again. So I don't know. It's a cool story anyway. Like, I'm happy that Fire is able to prove this, because I never thought he was as bad as he got clowned for being.
Right, he was on. He was just. You joined Paris. It was career suicide.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's all it was.
Yeah,
like,
he destroyed Paris, and that was kind of before people realised it was career suicide as well. He was the first guy.
Your first time in the league is with Paris. Like, I'm sorry. Like, obviously he's gonna take it because it's a league spot. But damn, like, you kind of gotta realize what you're setting yourself up for there.
No, absolutely. So typical out of those guys. I also thought good little tweet here out of Pred. You enjoy watching Pred's gameplay yesterday? Because I had a great time watching Pred's gameplay yesterday.
It was gluttonous.
Gluttonous is beautiful, yeah. Yeah, many of the seven sins were
the amount of
were
greed.
committed.
The amount of greed in that boy's controller was fucking phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. I could watch that Hacienda hardpoint back day in, day out.
So that was against Team War, right? But he did the same shit later in the day when they actually played a good team. They played Boston, they went 5. And then there was just a funny clip of him baiting the fuck out of TJ on the rewind. And the whole post-match thread was just clouding Pred for playing in this stuff. Because this is what we said, Trey. It's like against Team War, you get away with it, right? Because they're a broken, dysfunctional team. Sure. You pad your stats. Okay, whatever. You're going to 3-0 them anyway. Pad your stats, drop your 1.6. But yeah, it's not always, it's not going to work as you start to play better teams, right? So I think there's a little bit of internal discussion to be had on the Falcons going forward in terms of the way that we're going to approach this.
Listen, I see the chat. They're gassing up the likes to the amount of views. If we could, listen, we got 120 likes with 1,000+ people in there. If we could get this up to 250 likes, that'd be splendid. Do splendid work, and we'll keep making you laugh. You know what I'm saying?
The Augustus Gloop shout is crazy. We might need a little.
Bro, listen.
We might need a little overlay there.
If you guys want to go have a good laugh, and listen, I was gassing this up. I would have done the same thing. But Pred against Team War on that Hacienda hardpoint, you just go watch it back. Yeah, he had to have had a bonus in the contract because he was not touching Hill. This was. I literally remember the flank play he made where he flanked around the back, got to tin, didn't hit the hill, re-flanked mid. Like, this guy was gluttonous. Like, he was moving mad.
My favourite play was when he was the first guy to P4, coming from the left side of the map where the boathouse is, from that side.
Went mid.
Yeah, he was the first guy there, and whoever was behind him was probably expecting Pred to go bait for him, but no, he, instead of running to the hill, he cut mid, he flanked mid, he jumped up mid hop, got a free kill, jumped down again mid hop, and then hit the flank again.
I just want to know the comms, bro.
Man.
I just want to know, yo, Pred, bait for me. Pred, where you at? Pred, where you going? He's like, mid, bro, mid. and then no one like they've all died, and he's just there popping a 2Ps, waiting for them all again, hitting another repin.
Clay's got to have some thoughts on that, man. Like Clay can't be watching that thinking, yeah, this is the way it's played. So, because he was right there with the comms with them, was like, I'd be screaming at AG.
That's why he was walking back and forward. He was like,
"Oh
yeah,
my
I'm
God.
good on that one. I can't. Not going to say a word on that one."
Yeah, but unfortunately for Clay, AG's facing the team, so I don't know. How do you think that works? Like, if AG and Clay have a Rambo Dashy style fallout, you think who do you think they'll listen to?
Listen, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I just think they're happy to be there.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that, right? Yeah, we'll take the bag.
I know I would
Not
be.
cause too
I know
many
I would be.
issues. Yeah.
I know I would be.
Well, if Clay does get released because of some internal drama, then I know where to find their next coach. So, all good.
Yeah, he's right here. Just happy to be here.
Damn right.
Loving the game.
I mean, look, Joshua says it. Unless he checks his pride, I don't know if he'll win another title. I said it yesterday on the watch party briefly when we did it before the day started. When like, look, Pred's nailed it. Pred's killed it. He's got his ring. He's got his chip. He's got his following from the Optic days. And now he's cashing out on Falcons like he's nailed it. But when Pred got dropped, I made the take on this show that Pred ain't never winning an event again. And I'm standing on business on that. So, just saying. Every event that he doesn't win, I'm going to say it.
I do believe he will win an event again. I will disagree with you on that one because Falcons are about to get
to be fair, they could form a generational team. Yeah. They could form a generational team.
Falcons are about to get a generational team.
You are right about that.
There ain't no...
They probably should win one with their generational team.
There ain't no King of Bodie next year. Twin, let me tell you that.
Yeah, they got like 6 chances. I mean, like if Pred plays... Like Pred could play for another 4... Let's say he plays for another like 4 or 5 years. Then you got to think, 6 events a year. He's got like 24 chances to win an event. Probably a decent chance to get to win.
Listen, he's going to win an event.
But I'm still going to stand up business until I'm proven wrong.
If he doesn't win an event in the next 5 years, you're going to be fucking... You're gonna be
world's most hated.
You're gonna be horrible to co-host with.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I don't think it is a crazy take. I said it on the show at the time. I think it's 50-50-ish whether he wins an event or not. I'm taking the not, but some people will take the yeah. I don't know. I just think like with Falcons. Okay, let me look up Falcons Counter-Strike team, because Team Falcons, they've tried to drop the bag on bloody everyone. They've had Simple playing for them on loan. They've had, Dupree. They've had Nico. They've got Monacy, right? Like they've bought the God Squad, and let me look at their results. Okay, they did win a tournament. To be fair, they won PGL Bucharest.
Do you think Kyler's gonna retire soon? He's been around for like 10 years. Hell no.
All I'm saying is Falcons and Counter-Strike dropped some insane bags, and they only started to win recently, and even then, they keep losing to Vitality and stuff. So I'm not saying it's guaranteed.
Well, I will say it is harder to drop the bag in CS and still win.
Yeah, CS is a little bit different gravy. Yeah.
We've seen some interesting teams win COD events.
We have.
We would never have fought like Spark, Slasher, ASIM, and Gunless. No, not Gunless. Who was it? Hugh win a tournament. That was just never. We never thought that ever.
Cryptic Andrew got the legendary kicks card. Is that good? I mean, unfortunately, I don't think he's coming back. But maybe we'll find a way to let you sell it on the site or something and get some points back.
Yeah. First time viewer here. Great show so far. Abso-goddamn-lutely. 29 more likes till 250. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure.
I got a good tweet out of Hixie here as well. So, like, the chess is going on right now. Hixie says, walked past Magnus, told him about the new breakup I've been working on. Think you liked it. I was like, there's this breakup because in chess they call it an opening. Oh, yeah, that's what Devin says in a reply. Well, I think he means breakup. Obviously, Magnus is buzzing about the Skyline Hardpoint breakoff that the Five Fears boys have been working on. I got some other tweets as well. Quick shout out to Adam
the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, you're damn right. Fair play to Hixie as well, because he gets clowned on, But to make bracket as an amateur team, tippable.
Shot at 250. It is 2:30 p.m. That means a shot at 400 likes. If you get 400 likes, I'll fucking back a shot right now.
Damn
but that's
right.
on you guys. That's another 150 likes. If you guys do it, get another 150 likes, I'll back a shot right now.
Can't stop this guy.
That's on you, though.
Adam Assault, he's called it a day, Trey. One of the OGs.
Yes.
Competing
Yes.
since Black Ops 1, he says. He had some moments. He won Champs 2018. He took down the Optic Dynasty 2016. He was like an absolute demon on Samurai Dumont. World War II. He would drop a 1.4 every game. Solid career.
He's a good man.
Yeah, solid career. Hopefully Benjamin Bance comes back as well. My goat. I want to talk about the two teams that got bopped out. I need the chat to clown G2. And to be fair, Cloud9. But we're going to look at those series because, wow, that was a stinky. Generational stinky. One of these and one of these. So, Estiel, Geo, Kenny, and Nero, they managed to lose to... I mean, look, 540 with a 1.2 in this series and a 1.3 against Cloud9. What a player, man. What a player. He's back. Get him back in the league. Leaper Reaper says Kenny got to hang it up. I don't think that's going to happen. Kruger says I'd rather carry on clowning FaZe. You're free to clown FaZe, and we can do a bit more of that in a second, but we've got to clown another couple of teams. Because this was very embarrassing. It is interesting for Ken, because Ken joined this team. He played better than... Like, he was better than Paul X individually, but...
At least they were the best dressed, though.
They were the best dressed. The fit was cold.
They did look like they were fucking throwing about 40 innings, though. Straight cricket team fit that.
Yeah.
It was
Smashing
cold,
the
but
over
like they were looking like England's cricket team, mate.
Yeah, they're getting smoked. G2 is ass. I have no idea what they will do with the team. Do you keep Kenny and hope this is a one-off year or what? Look, Benjay, I watched his video when he was talking about which players FaZe could get, and he basically said, and obviously Benjay is the gatekeeper, right? So you got to think, you got to listen to what Benjay says. And Benjay reckons these guys, just apart from Kenny, they're just not winners. No dog. No dog in SGL Geo Nero. I don't think that's necessarily fully true, but I think there's some truth to it, maybe.
A lack of dog.
I think there is a lack of dog. I also think Kenny was probably kind of checked out with this whole situation.
They didn't make a roster change either.
That's what confuses me a bit. Like, Exceed was clowning them bad, and for good reason, because they beat them, knocked them out of the tournament here, and then Exceed's on stream talking about how they ran the same setup and the same strats that they ran back at the Toronto 10K online tournament on the dealership search, and they just ran through him again. So that was even before Champs, when G2 just clearly haven't focused, not locked in, don't really care, not really put in much time preparing for this tournament, which is just pretty embarrassing, really.
Over there.
Yeah, it is a confusing one.
Because when you hear about it all, it's like, damn, like it just doesn't sound like they cared, really.
Yeah, which is just a little bit strange. They failed to make it to Champs.
Even when you watch them play, it doesn't look like they're like even locked in.
No, exactly. They didn't seem to.
I don't know if you get the same feel.
No, I totally agree. Watching their like cameras and stuff.
I will say this though. This is the first year where I'll actually be like really, really pissed off if all of Omit don't get picked up. And I'm not saying a full squad. I'm just saying every player on that team should be in the league.
Yeah, it's the Vivid curse again. So honestly, what's kind of funny is that Vivid was the only player from Ravens this year to make it to bracket at the World Cup. Slasher ain't even there, not his fault. TJ got knocked out in groups, who left. Gwyn got knocked out in groups, who left. But Vivid made it, so Good story. But yeah, I think you're right. Like the Omit team, they're actually just a really good team. Craze has been one of these players who he's like always been the bridesmaid, you know, like so many of his teammates have got picked up and he hasn't yet, but it's probably time.
Yeah, and they always talk about him getting picked up, but he never does.
So we'll see which team decides to do that, because I think we're going to see that, you know, there are some players this season who it was probably their last year. Let's be real.
Raze and Mamba for sure. The rest are okay. Listen, Vivid shouldn't have got dropped from Ravens.
Vivid always does so much for his teams. He just doesn't seem to have like the politicking game to keep him around.
Yeah, that's it. That's his thing, man. He don't politic enough.
Yeah, he's too nice, and like he allows himself to get dropped.
Respectfully, Reese, I love you. He actually DM'd me yesterday saying, "You guys here." He said he wants to be the greatest guest. He said he wants to be the greatest guest. And I was like, "Come on, bro. Like, you know, I'm not there." And he was like, "Damn, man. Listen, Reese, you got to start, you know, sucking some more pickle."
Yeah.
Like, you know, your politic game's off. You know, what did I tell you?
You gotta take a lesson from
TJ
TJ Halley, man.
Listen, you got to start buying your coaches food. You got to start, you know, running with your coaches.
Buy them those
you know,
Air Forces.
Yeah, you got to buy them those Black Cats. You know, those new Travis Scott AF1s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to lock in. You know, Matt getting dropped from Cloud9 too. End of the day, we all thought that Cloud9 was a friendship team. You know, that's what it looked like from
right,
everyone
they were
joining
just
it.
embarrassing, bro. It's so embarrassing, I think.
Now he's cooking. You know, we got to think. We got to think. But listen, you drop Octane said it yesterday. That scoreboard there is the most Reese Vivid thing of all time. Least KD, most damage. He's just doing it. He's doing what he needs to do for the squad. But we got to stop dropping Reese Vivid when things aren't going well, because it ain't Reese's fault, in my opinion. But there's always got to be a scapegoat of the team, and usually it's the guy with the least KD and the guy that don't politic enough. So Reese, listen, Reese, if you need an agent, I got you. I'll politic for you. I will politic for you. I got this.
Surely they're going to learn their lesson now, I think.
I'm a good politicker. I'm good at speaking.
Yeah,
I'm fucking class. You know, you wouldn't. Shit, I got dropped for no reason, and I was politicking.
Oh yeah, it's just part of the game.
Yeah. Listen, you don't get anywhere in life without politicking and screwing a couple people over. You got to screw people. You got to screw people over to get to the top. That's the way it is.
Damn right. Leave a trail of bodies behind you. That's how it always is.
Exactly. See, you get it.
Yeah, I get it. Zero-sum game out here.
Facts.
If you ain't a winner, you're a loser. Is what it is. Lock in.
Facts.
Jameson Brindley back at it again.
He's just a chill guy. Listen, Vivid is just a chill guy. Like,
he's such a chill guy.
But listen, here's my thing, right? Yeah. Vivid don't have the aura to be nonchalant like that. You know, he ain't got a huge aura to be nonchalant like that. He's got to start politic and then start saying some shit. That's no disrespect to Reese, but he just ain't got aura like that.
Yeah, he's got to start.
You weren't particularly good, Trey. You are fucking faded.
Oh, we're back.
I have a top 3 finish in every COD I competed in, besides the one I got dropped in. Suck my dick.
Damn right, what a player.
Absolutely.
So, Cloud9 got knocked out. The Gwyn change did fuck all. They were still dog shit. And they got knocked out by Capsador. I know Capsador dropped a 0.8, but like they dropped a cap for Gwyn and then they lost to him. Absolutely hilarious.
I think it's comedy.
It is hilarious, yeah.
I think it's comedy.
And, you know, to get clapped up game 5. Lose the Skyline 251. I mean, how do you get nearly 100 point clubbed on Skyline by a challenger team that wasn't even meant to be there?
By a person you just dropped. By Burger King veteran.
Yeah. The Burger King done it, man. He's only got to done it, the Burger King. What a guy. What a player. I'm actually happy for Exceed. Because he's also pretty, like, pretty chill. Like, in his post-game interviews and stuff, he wasn't... he wasn't going rogue. He's just a confident guy. You know, he's just a confident guy. It is what it is.
You know, like I said, these players just don't have like the aura though. They got a politic. You know?
Yeah.
Like Craze, I feel like it's got some aura. Like he can just, he's gonna be alright. But these motherfuckers got to start talking.
It is part of the game. That's why Fire40 needs to keep his tweet up, in my opinion. If you guys didn't see the Fire40 tweet,
no, he's got to go on the show and just start mocking him.
Yeah, damn right.
Trey is why Americans think EUC in his ass. Trey and Bance are the reason the Americans think the EU scene's good.
Damn right.
Facts.
Sib down at the dumpster now. You know what? Funny thing about Sib. Let me find this tweet. Sib DMDL. Here it is. This I thought was hilarious out of Sib because, all right. I mean, what do you think about this? So he did this tweet. This is from the Esports World Cup, whatever this is, like Instagram or something, and it's Draz getting interviewed, and he was asked, any message for Omit? And he just says like GG with a really sad looking face. And it's kind of funny in some way, but the fact that Sib tweeted it out, having like, they also got shit on top 12, right? Like, are you serious? I don't know. I just thought this was kind of funny.
Yeah, but I think I think Sib don't really care like that.
I know he doesn't care, but
I think there's another team's choke.
GG's.
You sound so depressed, man. I feel bad for Draz a little bit. Post losing interviews are always tough, but it's part of the sport. So, don't hate it. It is what it is. But it's just funny that, like, of all the people to tweet this out, Sib tweeted this out, like, kind of clouded on Draza, having also himself got knocked out by a challengers team. So, it is what it is.
Those loser interviews, they gotta stop though.
Yeah, I think as a player, like, you're never gonna be in favour of them. And even as a fan of the scene, I don't really like him.
Benjo is like, I don't know what the issue is. I love him personally. Yeah, of course you do. Like, I can't, like, I shouldn't be going to do an interview after getting bopped out of a tournament.
No, I
know they do it. I know they do it in other sports, but like.
No, but when they do it in like I've seen it done in esports before, where they literally interview them like 2 minutes after they've lost the game. They don't even have time.
Yeah, they're going
to,
up to the players after they lose. Like,
They
went up. The ref or something like that went up to Simp and was like, "Oh, can we grab you for an interview?"
Oh, that's what he was asking him, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I did wonder what he was asking him, and Simp was like, "Fuck you," respectfully.
I mean, I would have just said no, but like, you got to kind of respect where you're at, you know.
No, agreed. No, I understand it. It's like, it's just tough, isn't it, really? But it is part of the game. They, as you guys are saying, they do it in Counter-Strike. I don't ever feel like they're the best, because I feel like you tend to get better words from the winners. But it depends. If there was some drama, like if you interview Ghosty after he just lost to Neptune, then yeah, you're going to get some fireworks. So, no, I'm never going to complain about more content, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I just think, like, someone said it's very American.
Yeah.
And, like, do you get fined if you say no? Like, surely they respect it.
They want to get someone, don't they?
Like, I respect Simp for coming
out.
I respect, well, they didn't get draws. They just got him going, GG.
Yeah, well, they still forced him up there to have a chat. But
they didn't get draws. Draws did not want to be there. Same with Simp, but Simp was actually like giving them some good answers, you know.
Yeah, that was very commendable.
Sib dissing Huke is like Big Zoo dissing Eminem.
People talking about the one-sided rivalries. Civ replaced Preston and made them worse. Dante will actually never win. Well, he did win once back in Vanguard, but I'm thinking Sib to Falcons. Get me Sib, Cell, Pred, Abeezy.
Listen, I just think a lot of players need, you know, need someone like stern, you know. I think that's what they need. Someone that's going to be like, right, you know. Like the dad of the team. I think that Cloud9 team was just so choked. Even those roster changes, I think they were so choked. There was no dad of the team.
Yeah, they were choked. I mean, Lamar and Benny was fired out there on his PJ.
Online Vanguard? Sib won on LAN.
No, it wasn't online. It was actually a LAN event. It was Pred, Sib, Mac, and Accuracy.
Are we forgetting that Sib actually did win an event?
Yeah, Sib did win an event. He's not a total loser. He's just been stinking out for the last couple of years now. Well, this year especially was a stinky year.
No, don't say that. He just had a bad year this year for sure. Don't say last couple years.
Last year he was good. Last year he was good. This year he was.
Last couple years is insane, right? That's generational hating.
Yeah, that is generational hating, to be fair. But we'll see if he can turn it around. And Matt Johnson.
Anyone major
People
four.
love the. Oh yeah, of course.
Anyone major four.
He did win major four.
He won 2 events.
Yeah, with no crowd cheese, so don't count.
Wait, Rab, you're actually a hater. You're actually a hater.
Sib's just easy to. He's just easy to hate. It is what it is. He's just one of those players. I think so.
Love Sib.
I think he's a sound guy, but like, this the way that he is, from a community perspective. I don't know. He was talking trash on the hook earlier in the year, so he gets what's coming. It is what it is.
Yeah, but at least he gives you something to, like.
I'm down. He was on the thumbnail today. He ain't boring. Like, and I'm here for the redemption arc because he's talented for sure. Just this year weren't great, so we need to see that a bit. People obviously talking about, is Sib? Is he the right man to build around? You know, is he?
Yeah, but I will say this about Sib though. He actually takes the hate well.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, remember when he said 04 would never beat him or something like that, or chop his nuts off?
Yeah.
And then 04 just kept beating him.
Sim actually beat him the first few times they played after that, and then eventually 04 did get him. Yeah.
You know.
Look, at the end of the day,
he did lose to the Burger King though.
He lost to the Burger King to bop out top 12 of this tournament, so it is what it is. He's going to get counted on.
At least Fire didn't disrespect us. You know, we weren't in that. So
I weren't the gatekeeper.
Hey, he didn't say no hairline Rab and dog shit Trey.
That right. I'd have been straight on Twitter, like, wow.
Hey, we need to start. Hey, do you reckon anyone's gonna start beef with us? I feel like we're pretty chill though. I don't feel like we disrespect.
No, a little bit of hating here and there, but like
actually no, I'll throw a little bit of disrespect.
Yeah,
I'll hate when needed.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be gatekeeping.
No,
this is what it is.
Who gives a fuck about us?
Yeah, well said.
They got Benjay gatekeeping.
Damn right.
Trey, can you get Vivid on a team next year? I told him I'll be his agent. I'll be his aura agent.
Hashtag Vivid.
I'll politic for him.
Yeah, we need Vivid on a good team. Back again. Matt Johnson says we need to stop praising players who can't win shit. Ooh.
Any names?
I think he was roasted Sim earlier, to be fair. But Sim would be good at 1v1s.
Can we talk about how bad Simp has been this year? He actually hasn't been that bad.
No, it's a lot of recency bias in that.
Yeah, he's been bad the last 2 events, but realistically, he hasn't actually been terrible.
I mean, Simp was in the MVP discussion this season.
Dude, he hasn't had a bad season. You're just comparing it to all of Simp's old seasons, which is like, you know, we're talking generational fucking career, you know. Get bro a fade and some tats on God. See, that's what a lot of players are missing, man.
Yeah.
A fresh fade and a couple tats, bro. You got aura then.
Damn right, Voda be walking into any team in the league.
Hey, these players need to hit an off season, you know, maybe don't do what I did. You know, I kind of went a bit too far, but I still got aura about it.
Yeah, a little sleeve. Pick one up. A sleeve and a fade. Sleeve, fade, hair transplant. That's the trifecta for the pro players. It's the Vickle strat.
Yeah, but guys, you're comparing Simp's average to Simp's just good. like an average simp year is a good year for an SMG. Let's be honest.
Excision says, how bad was Envoy's take on challenges? I think my personal opinion is I think Envoy's take is gassed a bit because he didn't say there was no talent in challenges. He said that there was not enough talent to expand the league with challenger teams, which I think is probably kind of fair. But I think that's what he said. What I think he meant was that, like, yeah, there's not much talent down there. And then obviously, and I think the most egregious one was when he was roasting Super, right? Because he roasted Super and said that guy just kill whores and does nothing on the map, basically. So that was his follow-up that he did on the podcast. That was actually the bad take. So, in my opinion. Like, it was a bad take, but I don't think his initial take was necessarily awful. I think, like, what he followed up with has got him clowned, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the shit talk recently has been pretty poor, though.
Can't shit talk and
just
get shit on.
Nah, I just think in general, like, you know, we used to have generational
talkers.
shit talk, and now it's just like, you know, Super tweeting out about people kill whoring on FaZe, someone saying that Gwyn's a kill whore. You know, I feel like, you know, what happened to the generationals?
We've got Aaron67 with the 5. Respectfully, Fire is getting the best PR he's had in years and is now beefing the few people who have opinions on him. Just keep quiet. I mean, look, I don't mind keeping quiet. I don't mind tweeting, but if you tweet, you got to
I think
you can't do the standing.
I think he's telling Fire to be quiet.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I think he is, yeah.
Generational PR.
Oh,
Listen,
I
if
see
you're
what
gonna,
you're saying. Don't
yeah,
roast don't bite the hand that feeds you type shit. Yeah,
he's basically saying, like, you're doing good, you've got your gas, a few people still don't gas you up, that's cool, just fucking carry on doing your shit, don't worry about it. Which is, I agree. But if you're gonna sit there and talk shit, you gotta back it up. Listen, you called out Benjay. Now you gotta go for it. Like, you gotta carry on if you're gonna stand on it. Go on the show.
Do the media tour after the event when you win it.
Shotzi won champs and no one talks about his shit talk. Take notes. No, you see, listen, you know, he's backing it up this time. He's backing it up. He didn't go 0-18. He actually is backing it up this time. That's the only reason anyone clowned him before, because he was just shit talking Ravens like crazy and then couldn't get a win.
Oh, we got a new Dark Horse power ranking. We got a new one. They removed the Falcons from the bracket tray. Falcons no longer a Dark Horse. The favourites are Optic and Surge. The contenders are Toronto and Heretics. So Thieves didn't even make the list. And then Boston and Omit are your Dark Horses. So Thieves and Five Fears are the only teams not to appear on this. And like a Ramco power ranking. I mean, the favourites is correct, really. From each side of the bracket.
Yeah, for sure.
But like Thieves could definitely win today. I know they're not the favourites, but like Thieves.
Boston being a dark horse is
interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley reckons Surge Optic final. Look, it's the most likely outcome is the Surge Optic final. If we have a look at the bracket here.
They're on the opposite sides.
You know, it's smelling like a Surge second place, you know. Like, no, I'm actually I don't know. If Surge make the finals, I will hope that they win. Because
did Thieves look good yesterday, though?
I mean, they did slam whoever they played, but it was Gentlemates.
Yeah, I mean, they played Gentlemates. Like,
they played them twice.
You ain't getting no gas from me from playing Gentlemates. And apparently they choked, like, what was it, an S&D or something like that, or a Control?
Yeah, they lost the Control.
Yeah, they got reverse swept on Control.
You ain't getting no gas from me. But like, yeah, I'm obviously taking Optic to win. Do we think Omit can make the run? Because I don't.
I've got them beating Toronto.
Damn, you do. Interesting.
Yeah.
To be fair, of all the games Omit could have got as the second seed, it's probably the one you'd want, isn't it? You don't want to play Optic, Heretics, or Surge. You'd much prefer to play Toronto. I think I've got Toronto. Excisions with the 2. Hot take, who plays his best on Black Ops titles? I mean, I think he just plays his best on fast, kind of loosey-goosey.
Why are we not
titles.
giving 100T respect? They're still a strong team because they've only beat Gentlemates this event.
They're definitely strong. Like, I think they're better now than they were at Champs. But
No, they're a good team. I'm not saying they're not, but
yeah,
they've only beat Gentlemates. That's why. That's why when I said I'm not giving them like that. Like, you know, they're not contenders to win the event by looking at it, like how they've played this event. They're not a dark horse because they're 100 Thieves. They should, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Omit and Boston and all that. I mean, I wouldn't call Boston the dark horse, but. And they haven't looked good. Thieves haven't looked very good.
I think I've got Optic in 4 in that one. Heretics Boston. It's a rematch of Champs, isn't it? They played at Champs. Boston won like Game 5, Round 11 in Winners Round 2.
Yeah.
But this time we got Heretics getting the dub.
Yeah, I got Optic, Heretics, Omit, Surge.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to take all the first seeds here. But yes, it's shaping up nicely for Surge. At least for Surge, you know, they'll feel like they should at least make the finals here. They're going to get the Rambo buff, in my opinion.
People think no gas given means shit talking. Trey just got nothing to say on them, really. Facts. They had a lackluster Champs, and they've come into this event and only beat Gentlemates, who are the worst team in the league.
Crusade Fury says, you'll cop a replica Optic ring from last year. Did you get a replica Optic ring, Trey?
No, I didn't, mate, no.
Nah, not even a nice fair. Nah. Nah. Not this time, but, you know, maybe next year I'll pick one up. These are the placings, by the way. I just want to extra clown G2 because they were the only pro team to go out top 16. We had some other pro teams going out top 12, but yeah, top 16, tippable out of them.
Trey, please answer this honestly. Regardless of if Optic win EWC, why wouldn't they try and pack a punch? No roster that's won Champs has made it close to a Champs final again. It always falls apart badly. Well, for one, Huke's been their best player this event. Secondly, I think Huke's been their best player this year, consistency-wise, after being dropped and came back. Would I pick up Simp over anyone? Yeah, for sure. I just feel like Optic are probably in the best form that they've been in a long time. I think this Optic team's probably better than the team they had last year too, that won Champs. And if they win this event or even get like top 3, I just don't see why you would make a trade.
I'd also say it's not totally true that a team that's had the same rosters never made another Champs or got close, because it has happened. Like Envy made back-to-back Champs finals 2016-17. But you're not wrong in theory, but there's always outliers.
We do get a 3rd place match as well.
We do tomorrow. We have a consolation game. Thanks, Wink. I don't really know how to pronounce that.
Winkler.
I'm just gonna put an I in there rather than any other vowel. We're gonna go Winkler. Yeah. Thanks, Wankler, for the 5. He wins Prime Thieves or Prime Optic. Prime's this year, BO6. I think the levels that Optic showed at Champs were like kind of unbeatable, even with the way the Thieves played their best. I don't know. It's my opinion.
I think this is the best Optic have looked since probably like Dynasty days.
Yeah, I think you're right. Excisions with the 2. Trey, how vibey was that FaZe team in BF4 Champs?
Yeah. What he's on about all time. He's on about Champs, not very fucking vibey, mate. Let me tell you.
Alright, Renkor's giving his take. We got it right. It's an I. Winkler.
Well, I was going to say, it probably isn't Wankler, is it?
Wankler. No, probably not. Probably not. Okay,
Kenny
gentlemen.
needs to retire. Yeah,
No,
we need
Kenny
to stop this.
retiring.
Kenny, we need to stop this. Kenny needs to retire shit. He just won champs a year ago. What's going on here?
Yeah, agreed. All right, gents, we're gonna have to call it a day there. Thanks for joining us all. Match is about to get underway. Can't do a watch party. Oh, I've just fucked up the cameras. Isn't it brilliant? Let me fix those before I do my goodbyes for the day. Here we go. We're back. Well done, everyone. Oh, not that. This. No one can see anyone. Okay, whatever. Basically, what I wanted to say is, busy day for me. Qualifying's about to start for the Grand Prix. Do a video on that, and then I've got this swimming competition I'm doing tonight. So no time for a watch party today, but tomorrow we'll be back. Little pre-show, little watch party. You guys know how it is. Thanks for coming and watching the show, showing all your support. We appreciate it, as always. And we'll be back tomorrow with more pre-show action for the Championship Sunday out in Riyadh. Thanks for joining us all. We'll see you in a little bit.